share with you my progress on some products that I'm trying to use up, so like a project pan. I am also going to tell you about my empties, what I've been using, what I've used up, and whether or not I'll repurchase those items or if something else has taken their place for right now. And before we go into that, I do want to share what's on my eyes today, and that is the Natasha Denona Mini Love palette. So I used all of the shades. I first went in with this deeper shade here in my outer corner and sort of as liner. I then went in with this shade here and I blended everything out. For shimmers, I started with this one and put that all over the lid and then tapped this first one here on top. And then I used this lighter shade in the inner corner as well as underneath the brow bone. So I managed to use all 5 of the shades. I really like it. I always typically like Natasha Denona's formula and her minis. And yeah, You know what? Maybe I should rank my minis. I think I have all of them. Let me know if y'all like ranking videos, because maybe I'll do that. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started with, what should we start with? Let me give you my Project Pan updates. Do I want to do that? I'll start with things I'm still working on, and then I will move into things I've finished, so that'll be like the empties, you get it. Okay, so the first thing is this Milk Hydrogrip primer. I am working on completing this. I am almost done with it. So basically, every time I do my makeup, I'm using this primer. I do like this primer. I've talked about it before. I purchased it when it first released and really liked it at that time and ended up repurchasing it afterward. I like that this helps my makeup stay on. It does not do much for the like keeping my skin matte, but it does definitely help with the longevity of my makeup. I would say that you can probably get a more affordable one in the e.l.f. line. It's their jelly primer, I believe. So it has the same sort of like tackiness to help your makeup stay on. I'm going to definitely finish this. I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it. I've been liking some other primers more and kind of want to get back to those. So I think maybe I'll have this done by whenever my next like empties is. Now, also I've made some progress on some foundation unintentionally. So I have been really loving Nars foundation. I love the soft matte foundation, and I really also like the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. Now this is my #1, my go-to, like we go together real quick, you know, we're like real serious with one another. This one I'm like, you're okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. I just can't rely on you all the time. So I'm making some progress on that and hadn't even really been planning to, but these are the 2 foundations that I have been reaching for the most. I will definitely repurchase this one when it runs out. I'll probably also get the Natural Radiant one. It's really hard to see how much progress I've made on this just because of the way the packaging is, but you can see that there's a bit of progress. I would almost say it's kind of comparable to the Natural Radiant, but these are my 2 favorite foundations thus far, and as of yet, nothing has bopped them out of top space, and I kind of don't want to use other foundations. I'm going to because I have some to use up, but maybe I should put these on the back burner just for like a couple weeks or something. I don't know. I don't want to. I love it. Okay. The other thing is this Milani cream blush. It is on its last legs. It's in the shade Nude Kiss. I've talked about this before also. And I really love the Milani cream blushes. I've been using this one like religiously since about April, and I have had to like scrape the sides of it to get it all in the middle here. It's kind of gross looking, but I'll show you. And so I am kind of down to the last bits of it. Like the packaging has broken. This has been loved. And when I finish this one is in the shade Nude Kiss, like I mentioned before. I'm not going to immediately repurchase this one because I do have other blushes from the Milani cream collection that I need to finish. Okay, so some makeup items that I did finish. The first is one that's like kind of always in here. It is my Revolution Pro eyebrow pencil in the shade dark brown. I love these. They used to be my favorite until I tried the Benefit ones. I really like the Benefit ones. And I think it's mainly because those are waterproof. And from my experience, this is not waterproof. And the waterproof ones just tend to stay on a bit longer for me. Speaking of Benefit, I did finish the Precisely My Brow Mini. And I really like it. Guess there's not really much else to say about it. I've already repurchased another mini. They were like buy two get one free or something. So I went ahead and got a couple of those. So I go back and forth between the Precisely My Brow and the Goof Proof brow pencil. So I still have some in this one to work through. And I'm thinking that once I finish up the Empties, I'll probably buy the full size product, because I know that the full size has a spoolie on the end, which I really like having those. But for now, I'm just gonna work on the minis and then repurchase when I'm out. Now, concealer, I have two concealers that I have finished. This one is the Revolution Conceal and Define. It is the regular size. They also have a super size that's a bit bigger. And this is in the shade C13. So I use this concealer to highlight under my eyes and other places on my face where I want to highlight. Check out the video where I talked about how you do that. And yeah, I kind of called quits on this one because it's starting to dry up and I couldn't really get much more out of it. So that is done. The other one that's finished is my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Amande. This one, I took off the stopper. Did I? Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, I kind of used up the whole thing. I feel like I went through this pretty quickly for some reason, and I don't experience it as very radiant and creamy. So I know people love this concealer, and it was fine for me, but it didn't knock any of my top drawer ones out of that spot. So I'm not going to repurchase this one. And I mean, full disclosure, I have quite a few concealers I need to get through, so there's no need to repurchase any of them at this point. But I'll probably just leave this one alone. Maybe I'll try it again at some point or get the mini to see if I like it any differently. But for now, it was an okay concealer, but just not my favorite. Another makeup product that I finished is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Powder. It is in the shade Caramelized Peach. It is the mattifying loose setting powder infused with peach and sweet fig milk. So I used every drop of this. As I got to the end of it, I did end up taking the top part out. And so I was able to really kind of get the bottom, like the dregs of it out of here. I really like this powder. I like the scent that it gives, and I like that it does keep things matte. Now, the Peach Perfect line has been discontinued from Too Faced, and they're kind of just shady in the first place. All these brands are shady, okay? So I actually still have one of these left, and I will definitely use it up. Right now, I am working on some other powders, like my Laura Mercier powders, but I actually might pull this one out just so I can finish it, especially since the line is discontinued. Okay, those are all the makeup products. So everything else is more skincare related. And let's start with some lotion. This is the Soap & Glory Hand Food Hydrating Hand Cream. And this is something that I tend to always have like in my bag if I'm going somewhere. I have the large size and I also have the minis. I typically just get the larger size because I like my hands to have lotion on them. This is also good for when I'm in my office. Whenever that'll happen again, I would usually have one in there. So if folks wanted to just put some lotion on their hands, then they could do that. But this is one of my favorite lotions or hand creams. and they make my hands feel soft. It smells really good. It has shea butter, macadamia oil, and marshmallow, so it's just got a really nice scent. Oh, and I definitely have like backups of this. I'm pretty sure I have one downstairs in my work from home area. I know that I have one in the drawer right here. There's probably one in my handbag. So this is just a constant repurchase for me. Now, the other Soap & Glory product that I tend to use around certain times of the year is the Heel Genius Amazing Foot Cream. It is a miraculous moisturizing mix of what's inside that counts: glycerin, macadamia oil, menthol, orange and lemon, fruit, acid smoothers, like just a whole bunch of stuff. Now, when the weather is cooler, I need like some extra moisture on the heels of my feet. Like, don't play like you don't know about this. So I feel like my skin isn't as moisturized when the weather is cooler and the air is like dry. So I usually just keep this on the bedside table so I can give my heels some love before I go to bed. And once the weather starts changing, like my heels are like, okay, good, we're good, girl. But yeah, when it's like winter and fall and all that stuff, this is my buddy, and I just use it to put on the heels of my feet. Don't act like you don't know. Don't play. Okay, let's see. This is the Derma E Cleansing Balm. I use this as a first step in taking off my makeup, and I go through these pretty consistently, and I kind of always have an empty in a video, or an empty container in my empties video. And I have tried several of the other cleansing balms on the market, like the one from Pharmacy, the one from Drunk Elephant, the one from Good Molecules, and then this one. I can't recall if there are other ones that I've used. This is the one that I've ended up liking the most. I've talked about it before also, so it's just a favorite at this point. And yeah, I just grab some on my finger, put it on my face, wash it off, and then I go in with my regular cleanser, which is also a favorite, and I have an empty of that, which is my Dermalogica special cleansing gel. So in terms of the Derma E, I believe I think I have a backup already. I haven't repurchased it. I've actually been using the clean skin towels. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I've talked about them before, but they're biodegradable. I feel like they take stuff off really well. So it sort of just depends on what I can grab first when I'm trying to take my makeup off. The special cleansing gel, I don't have any backups, which frightens me, and I will probably, no, I'm for certain going to repurchase this. I just don't know when, because right now I am working on some Murad cleansers that I have. Dermalogica I've been using for years, like it's gotta be like 10 years by now, and this is the cleanser that works best for me. I like the Murad one that I'm using, but it's not very like gentle on my eyes, if any gets into my eyes. This one, I feel like it can get in my eyes and it's fine. The Murad one, it gets in and I'm like, ouch, that hurts. So I'm gonna definitely go through that so that I can finish it up, and I will definitely be returning to this Dermalogica. I might just stick to the special cleansing gel as my regular cleanser, and then maybe use some other products if I want like more of a scrub or anything like that, but no other cleanser has really matched this for me. Oh, I mean, it keeps my skin clean. I do feel like it helps with breakouts. I just really like it. I'm a fan. Okay, so another thing, this is actually a brush cleaner. It is from Anissa Beauty. It's called the Wash Brush and Face Cleanser. I don't use it to cleanse my face. I just use it to wash my brushes and my makeup sponges. This is formulated to remove dirt and impurities and gentle enough to use on the skin. It's a dual purpose deep cleansing wash, and it's designed to use with any makeup or skincare tool and alone for facial cleansing. So like I said, I don't use it for my face, but it is cruelty-free, vegan, and responsibly made. I'm not quite sure what that means. I wonder what irresponsibly made means. Anyways, I like this. They have this size, which is a 6.4 fluid ounce bottle. They have a smaller one, but I try to keep my products relatively clean, so I just figure like the larger one is the best. I like this one because it has a pump. Like I do have ones that are just soaps, but sometimes this is just easier for me to just pump some into my hand and then swirl my brush around and rinse it. So I do have a backup of this. It's already open and in the bathroom, I think. Okay. I have two products from Good Molecules. I also tend to go through these pretty regularly. There is the Daily Brightening Serum and the Discoloration Correcting Serum. Now, the discoloration one is formulated with sealed tranexamate mesylate to target discoloration and promote an even skin tone. And the brightening serum, what does this have? Formulated with beta-arbutin and hyaluronic acid to gently brighten skin tone. So I kind of use them in conjunction, but right now I've just been on like a Myriad kick, and so I have this is what I've kind of replaced them with, the Environmental Shield from Myriad. It's a dark spot correcting serum, and I just like to have something brightening that I can put on my skin in the morning and in the evening. So the Myriad one I use in the morning and the evening, and these are ones that I would use in the morning and evening also. And they're pretty well priced. I believe they're under $12 for each of them individually, and you can get them at Ulta, you can get them from the Good Molecules website, Beautylish, lots of different places. And I may repurchase these once the Myriad is done, because Myriad is much more expensive, but I just like having these in my skincare routine because I figure they're doing something. I'm not quite sure. I just sort of live with the fact that my skin is my skin and that's how it's gonna look. So I just try to take care of it and balance it out as much as I can. Okay, now I did talk about this before. This is the Lineage sleep mask, and I think I talked about it in my favorites, and it is empty, okay? And I do have a backup. I'm already using it. It stays like on the dresser. It does not leave that spot. And I mentioned before in a video that this lip mask is one that stays on all night for me. I do like to have lip balm and things like that, and this is one that I notice I don't have to reapply. So when I wake up in the morning, my lips are still feeling hydrated. I'm not feeling like, you know, my lips are like the Sahara Desert. Really appreciate that. I do have, like I said, the backup that I'm using, and I did choose from Sephora, my birthday gift for my birthday last month, the like birthday gift that you get. I chose the Lineage pack, and it came with a mini, super mini lip sleeping mask and I think 2 moisturizers. So I'm gonna try that one, that lip sleeping mask, because that's like the original one. But this one, I have a feeling I'm definitely gonna repurchase another one in the next sale or something, because this one lasted me about 3 months. That's pretty good for me because I put lip balm on a lot. The eye cream that I've used up is from IT Cosmetics, Confidence in an Eye Cream. I got this because of hearing Andrea Mattiliano talk about it quite often, and I usually like her recommendations. Yeah, I really like her videos and recommendations and everything. So this IT cream, this replaced my Ulla Henriksen Banana Bright cream. That one was okay, but I find that the IT cream for me felt like it was more hydrating under my eyes, and I do see myself repurchasing it. Again, I'm on a Myriad kick, and so I'm using a Myriad under eye cream, and this is the one. This one and the Myriad one are ones that I will use in the evening, like part of my evening skincare. I typically try to keep an eye cream like on my vanity also for when I'm doing my makeup. And the one that I have right now that is like, I have about this much left, is from Derma E. and it is the eye lifting treatment. So I just like to keep something in my little drawer here so that I can put some on before I do my makeup. And the last thing is a mini of the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream from Sol de Janeiro. No. Yeah, okay. Thought I was making up words. And what I do with these is I keep the mini, any sort of mini lotion or cream, I'll keep either in my vanity, so when I am doing my makeup, I can put some lotion on, or I will have this downstairs in my work from home area so that I can put some lotion on if needed, if I don't have my big like hand food from Soap and Glory. But this is also really good to kind of throw in your bag. So I like to just find where I can put the minis around the house so that I always have access to things that I like. So that is it. Those are all of the things that I have right now. And I'm sure I'll start stacking up some more stuff. Definitely looking forward to being done with the Hydrogrip and with the Milani blush. I'm really excited to finish that. And I think that is it. So let me know what you're working on, what you finished up, if there are some things you think that I could try. And I'll just see you in like the next Empties favorites panning video, okay? Like the video, subscribe, all the YouTubery stuff, please. And I hope this was helpful. I will see you next time.